Questions, anything on that?
I'm just saying, if you get the roll round, it's like you're putting them into a proper shoulder roll. It's that bit of the shoulder you put them onto.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all shoulder rolls. And shoulder roll prevention. Yeah.
Just the difference with the base, it's so much more difficult to move if you've got a good base.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing you can try with this, I think, basically works is trying to get your legs as close to their inside hip as possible. You almost want to try and maximise the connection between you, and that also opens up the angle. I do think there's a lot, but what essentially we're doing with the upper body is, it is actually like a crunch, but it's like we're crunching all this in and shortening the lever to then kind of like do this to them, if that makes sense. So it feels counterintuitive. There's an argument that just early on we just base before they get, but once the arm's under the head, it's almost like you crunch in and then you drive your body back up over the top. So you're keeping all this short, but you're driving upwards. So you're getting it flat even though it's curved, which means your hips have to do more work to drive more and more into the ground. Yeah, so it's slightly counterintuitive, and you walk in towards the hips and your body will do this relative to that. Your body begins like there on the side. Yeah, and then that opens up the shoulder to take them into. Yeah. So there's that. What I want you to add in on this is just one more bit, and then we'll start putting some more pressure on, which is why I did the initial, but we're kind of warming into it. So I've got the head and arm. What's my primary defense against being forward rolled? Like once it's started to happen, what's my primary defense typically? What do most people try and do? If Pete gets me up, what do most people try and, what should they try and do?
Switch the feet.
Yeah, I mean, I could switch the feet actually, that's a good point. But like the easiest thing of all would be just to try and put my head here. And I just create constant friction now. Like, I may switch the feet, but it's actually my head that's going to make it difficult. So as I feel him go to do this big bridge, unless he really gets it like explosively, where I don't get to ground my head, I really want to try and put my head to it. Like he wants my head on the mat. He wants to put my head on the mat himself. Yes, he does a big bridge. Yeah, and if he does this to me, it's like, yeah, I've not really, and he may have rolled me as well. Like he puts my head to the mat. That's different to me putting my head to the mat. Because if I get here and I feel him go, I'm feeling him go to go, and I'm trying to bail on it, I get here, now trying to turn it. I can use this head to change the angle on it. Yeah, then I can start with face down on it. You didn't notice like this position, it's pretty gnarly. But I start headstanding. And so just by headstanding, it's always, the headstand in reality when you're doing it, it's always this whole line to your nose. You can't headstand on the side of your head. But it's common mistake I see is people try to put their head on the mat, but they just put their forehead and not really this whole area. And then it just starts like moving, and then they go on a bit of the side of it. And once they go on the side of it, you're more likely to hurt your neck. It doesn't help you. In the end, you have to just give it. They just roll through it. So we're just going to start putting the head on there now, using that for base as well, just to try and stay on there a bit longer. We're still basically sat on the ground. We're being very nice, really. But I want to build up the skill. Have people be able to feel like they can find the angle without gasping for breath. And then we'll put, I think the next step is we'll just start to put some weight on them. Yeah, so we're just practicing now, using that head. Keep it hold of the arm, you can't let go of the arm. If I hit your back because you let go of the arm, it's like you reverse me. It's like, well, that's even worse. He's on your back. So you need to keep the arm, you're trying to stay on top, you're maintaining the position, but you're just looking, when this pyramid starts flipping, you're looking to base the head all the time. Yeah, because if my pyramid completely flips, that's generally a sign that I've lost it. I need to control that, maintain it, use my head to stop it flipping. This way I'm on top, he's still carrying my weight. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's get you